Here's a revelation that I got during my recent Bible study that has changed the way I view people, places, and things. And it's coming from Matthew chapter 15. I'll put the verses up later because I don't really remember them specifically, but I'm going to put them up there for you for your reference. And the reason that it's changed the way I view things is because in this passage, it's a Canaanite woman who's asking Jesus to save her demon-possessed daughter. And Jesus at first ignores her, which I think is hilarious. And then his disciples are just kind of, shoo her away. You're not entertaining her anyways. And then he finally addresses her. And when he addresses her, he pretty much says, I didn't come for your people. I know that kind of sounds mean, but keep reading. Jesus does end up healing her daughter, and the reason that he does it is because of her faith. But what stood out to me in this story was the fact that he said, I did not come for you. So he really wasn't going to entertain the conversation. And as someone who comes from a fashion background, I went to school for fashion, I work in retail majority of my life, and there's certain things that they teach you. You have to know your target audience. And if you know your target audience, then you know exactly how you're going to design your clothes, what materials you're going to use, how you're going to display your things when you have your store, what kind of people you're going to hire in terms of how they're going to dress. And all the little details matter because you have a specific target of people in mind. And with that target of people, you're going to act a certain way. You're going to talk a certain way. You're not going to entertain conversations. You're not going to go certain places. You're not going to have certain things in your store because this is not what you're trying to attract in your life. And this is not what you want. Now, because he does end up healing her daughter, that does not mean just because someone doesn't start out as your target audience, it does not mean that they cannot then become your target audience. We just have to know who our target audience is, and then we move accordingly, and we do not waver from that. You are not going to find Walmart clothing at New York Fashion Week. You're not going to find New York Fashion Week clothing in Walmart. And something to really pay attention to, a target audience does not mean a customer, it means your clientele. A customer is someone who may walk in every now and then and spend money and look around and shop, but they don't have a relationship with the people who are in the store. They don't have a relationship with the brand. A clientele is someone you actually have a relationship with, and that's something that builds over time. So when I worked in Bloomingdale's, I had to build my clientele and build my book of business. And how I would do that is I would identify their shopping patterns, and then when I would communicate them, are they communicating back? Are they responding to my emails? Are they responding to my texts? How are they responding to my texts? Are they interested? And then you build your book of business that way, and then you cater to them, and they also cater to you. So you have to remember that as well. Just because somebody comes in and out of your life every now and then does not make them a target audience. It just makes them a customer. Your focus is a clientele. Hopefully that helps.